hear me? Just type it in the comments. I'm gonna wait for people to come back because I had some people come into the room and I just switched phones. Hopefully both of them have their own problems. It's just both of my phones have their own little problems, child. It's just the devil don't want me to do my thing on this live, but it's okay. Let me type up. I'm trying to listen. There is a little, a little feedback on my phone. I do apologize. We're just gonna have to work through that. We're just gonna have to persevere and get through it. I don't really know what else to do. It is a little a muffled sound, but we're gonna get through it. Give me 1 second. If you could please like the video. Okay. Where am I at, baby? How y'all doing? Can y'all please like the video and all of that? I'm Painting, and I want to talk about how it's so like how black women shouldn't have to be put into these freaking boxes. It's not fair. Um, and this actually start like the box that they put black women in is too freaking small, and it really is. It's very small. And I want to take it back actually to childhood. Um, if there's a muffle, I do apologize. We're gonna get it fixed, but I got something to say and it has to be said. Period. So even in childhood, like with women, women are not allowed to freely express themselves. It's like girls, they were taught to, if a girl would, for example, if she like pop music or she like rock and roll or things like that, she probably was told like, oh, you acting white. And there is no such thing as acting white. Okay. She might be a bit alternative, but that's there's no such thing as acting white. Or if she like rock and roll music or stuff like that, she's weird, she's trying to be something that she's not. Rock and roll and all of that was actually created by black people. Country music was actually created by black people. Let's just start there. But anyhow, in school everybody wants to fit in and everybody wants to be part of a crew. And that's just character building and children have to learn. But parents should be more encouraging. Thank you so much, Judy. Shout out to Guatemala. Parents should also learn to be more encouraging with their kids' individuality. And why do I say that? Because when they grow up, they don't know who they are. They only just mimic the stereotypes that they were taught and told. Like people don't really get a chance to really find out who they are. And when you become an adult, you already have to maneuver to getting into adulthood and figuring out who your adult self is versus when you were a toddler to when you were a kid to you were a teenager to you were an adult. And for you to have to start all the way from scratch because you don't even know who you were during your childhood, and then you didn't get a chance to express yourself, and that could create tension. It could create a little bit of anger, and then you'll have some people who you think that are immature for their age because they were never able to really experience childhood. That's the type of thing that happened with Michael Jackson. That's why he wanted Never Neverland and all of this stuff because he didn't have a proper childhood. You can see the controversy. I'm kind of like pivoting and going off, but we're going to bring it back in circle, baby. This is how I am. I'm a Gemini. I do that. The girl who, Miss Shirley, a lot of people don't agree with how she's touring and doing all of these promo because they feel like she should be enjoying her childhood and be somewhere daycare around kids her age. Now I don't know the situation, but I can see where they are coming from. When you become, even as a child, you should encourage your child to be creative, to have individuality. You shouldn't want to be like everyone else. Every girl don't want to wear a long 40-inch bust down. Every black girl doesn't want to wear long lashes, real thick, big lashes. Everyone is not the same, and it's okay if you want to do those things, and it's also okay if you like a bit of both. Like the boxes that they put, some people fit into multiple boxes. Some people, it's a time where they want to be natural. It's a time where they don't. Some women like to get their hair relaxed. Exactly. Always be yourself, Judy. Some women like relaxers. Some women and like a short pixie cut. Come on, Holly Berry. Some women like, you know what I'm saying, kinky, mimicking the African American black brown girl type of hair. Everyone is not the same, and that is okay. Like everybody being the same is so boring. Everybody trying to be the same is why celebrity culture, that's part of the reason why it's dying out. Everybody looks the same. Everybody doing the same thing. Everybody want to have the same opinion. Everybody want to post the same. Nobody want to show, hey Leroy, how you doing? If y'all can press like, press like. If no likes, come on, I see y'all in the room. If you understand what I'm saying, can I please get a like? It's free 99 to like. Thank you so much. You see, people, that's part of the reason why people are getting frustrated. It's boring. I mean, a lot of people are starting to watch content, regular folks, content creators online, because it's more relatable and people have more of individuality instead of just trying to be the carbon copy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the content creators that's trying to get to the point where they are celebrities, so they doing the mimicking of the celebrities, and it's the same old thing. People ready for to see different things. It's okay to be different as a black woman, as a black girl. Stop trying to stifle your kids' creativity because it will hurt them. Some people have so much catching up that they had to do. Thank you. That's right. I will never be a copy and paste Latina. So my brown women, my black women, my African Americans, people have to play catch up so bad, and you start to feel it messes with your a girl's self confidence, her self worth, her self esteem, because she's always second guessing herself. It creates imposter syndrome because she's always feeling like, well, maybe I shouldn't do that, or no, they're gonna talk about me, and it's caring too much what other people think, because when it starts with like your parents and your peers and your siblings and they're teasing you and they're picking on you, it continues to go on, and start to you don't even know who you are. You don't even know what you want to do in life. It gets that bad because your creativity can have a lot to do with your life purpose or your career. And if you like to wear weird clothes, and you probably supposed to grow up and be a fashion designer, but you're too busy trying to dress like everybody else and do what everybody else do, you might end up going to school trying to be a lawyer, and nothing is wrong with that, but it doesn't fulfill you. You feel like something's missing. So then you end up getting into career and fields, and you're not happy. And a lot of people grow up not being happy because they're too busy just doing what society tells them, what their classmates told them, what the bad teacher said to them, without, because there's some teachers who will break a child's spirit, unfortunately, and they never really figured out, because everything that they thought they wanted to do, everybody said it was something wrong with it. A lot of people make fun of black women who dress differently and call them whitewash. Exactly. And that's why I put JT on the thumbnail, because she's very like, she represents for the weird girls, the quirky girls, the whatever you want to call them, just being different. And a lot of people be saying, well, why you be dressing, why you be around all those white people dressing like this or dressing like that? And that's exactly what I'm talking about. I like JT, but I also like, I can listen to Megan Thee Stallion music too. It's not like you have to, let me see, you liking being different and eccentric, and if you like opera, that don't mean you can't never listen to hip hop. You don't have to be in these boxes. It just means that I like this, but that don't mean I have something against what you like. Like, I can appreciate what you like. People always feel like you have to choose. You have to be one way. You have to choose. You have to choose. You have to choose. You have to choose. And it's like exhausting. Like I can totally thank you for the hearts. I can totally understand feeling that way because I have felt that way. And I'm just now getting to the point where I just don't care anymore. I'm gonna do what it is that I want to do. I'm up here with fairy wings on, just playing cosplay, talking because that's what I want to do. I did grow up playing with my toys and playing doing imagination, but when it came to like real life things that I was interested in, as far as like I like wanted to be a famous singer and I used to write all the time. I didn't get all the encouragement. Thank you. You like the cosplay? I didn't get the encouragement that I should have received. Um, I feel like from my parent, and I was talented. I'm not trying to be biased, but she even said I can sing, but she still never really just was was into that. And you have to look at the times as well. I think a lot of it, unfortunately, has to do with the time, and that time comes from back from another time, and that stems from you know slavery and things like that, where we felt like we had to try and mimic the people who perceived us to be lesser than or not even human. That's how black women were seen. So to go from that to then trying to then getting to the point where women didn't even have rights. So this is all women now we speaking on. And they couldn't purchase their own car without a man, or they didn't really they couldn't even have a bank account. So imagine being a black woman at the bottom of the bottom in rank in society, and then then you feel different and you want to do something different. The critique, because it's like, first of all, you barely can do anything the regular way, and now you want to be different. So your grandmother probably tried to go with the flow, keep everybody safe and happy, and then your mom was probably raised up that way. So now she had you as a child, and she's raising you based off old agendas. We are in a forward moving society now. It's still not all the way right, but we slowly but surely getting there. Now things are changing. It's time for people to be able to express themselves freely more and not just be put into a box now. So if you're a mom, you have a child now, don't just be going off of what you were taught. You have to make sure that you are encouraging your child's creativity. And it might just be a hobby. It might not be a forever thing. But it is what, if it's making them happy and it's safe, then why not let them do it? Why put them in a box? The box is too small. It's stuffy in there. It suffocates you. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? And it's frustrating. So please encourage your black girls. Let them listen to different type of music. If long as it's good music and clean music, people need to focus more on things like that instead of the little minute stuff. Make sure the music they listen to is not explicit, more so than if it's a white person music or this, that, and the other. If your daughter wants to be a country singer, let her be a country singer. If she wants to do ballet, let her do ballet. Like, don't be like, the girl, that's white people stuff or clear people stuff. You can't do that. Don't be like that, because it puts them into this box. And then it's so crazy because there's stereotypes about how kids are today. So it's like, if they do, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because then if you start to act like everybody else, then they're going to say, you acting just like everybody else. You know what I mean? So we're in a time that's real different. We have social media. I'm here on live talking to you guys. We have social media. There's trades. A lot of stuff is changing. You don't have to be successful the traditional route. You can do different things you could be a CEO, and all of that. And that all of that is creativity. All of that is artistic. So you should be encouraging your kids, or you're in yourself. You should be encouraging yourself as well. This I'm speaking for mothers, the millennial mothers, and I'm also speaking to you. If there is something that you have been wanting to tap into that you haven't been able to do because society and made you insecure, or people think that you're crazy, do it now. I'm telling you, like, do it now. Do it now. If you have a niece or a nephew, if you're not a mom, um, be encouraging. If you're a teacher, if you, it's just so much, because that is what creates growth. That is what creates innovativeness. That's what keeps the world turning. If everybody was the same, we would have no um, cell phones to be on YouTube right now. If there was nobody who was thinking outside of the box, I wouldn't even be able to talk and speak to you guys on this phone camera right now. It took innovativeness to come up with this. It took an innovative person to come up with YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? It takes a mind that thinks outside of the box to do such things. So don't be stifling it or feeling crazy. First they call you crazy, then they ask you how you did it. Like, everybody shouldn't be being the same. Black women, I feel like, really takes it bad. Everybody just want them to be just loud, ghetto, obnoxious, this, that, and the other. It ain't nothing wrong if you a little bit ghetto and a little bit rich. And I'm not looking down. I ain't talking and you can have it in you, but that's not all that we are. That's not all that we are. Like, the misrepresentation. My words getting tangled up. I'm tired of the misrepresentation. Why can't I say that word? I'm probably a little nervous because I'm on live. I'm tired of that. Like, there is so many other aspects to us, and I can't stand when you can sense people stereotyping you. Like, you can sense it. Like they just automatically assume like you watch baddies. I don't watch baddies. I'm not interested in baddies. You know what I mean? I don't watch that. Now they used to watch the Bad Girls Club, but I don't watch baddies. So don't just box me in. I like Married to Medicine. I even still watch the Kardashians a little bit. I look at, I especially used to like watch, Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I also like Stranger Things and Wednesday and Sex in the City. And I watch Power. Do you see the versatility there? Turn on a little bit of CNN. You know what I'm saying? Watch a little bit of Lovely Tea on here. I like diversity, baby. We not just take me out the box. Take me out. Take me out the box. Take me out the stereotypical group chat. Black women, we tired of being put in these small boxes. Stop having black girls and raising black girls to not think outside the box, because it really messes with their self-esteem, and then they gotta take time to heal from it. We don't want to have to waste time healing things that should have never been an issue in the first place, because we got so much in this world that we already got to deal with, and who we are as a person and who we want to be as a person and our creativity, it shouldn't that shouldn't be a thing. That should just come naturally. Like, can y'all, if y'all want to say anything in the comments? If you in here and you haven't liked the video, please like. I don't know. I had a different topic that I had wanted to speak on, but God put it on me to really talk about this, because when I was young, I used to listen to a lot of pop music. I used to like Britney Spears. Britney Spears was that girl back in the day. But the thing is, we didn't have a lot of black representation. I feel like Nivea, if y'all remember her, she kind of tapped into that. She was kind of dubbed the Black Britney Spears with the colorful little hair and stuff like that. And she was doing a bit of dancing. But we didn't have much of that. And when you did see that girl, you know how it goes. She usually played like the best friend on the TV show or the movie. Y'all already know she probably won't get the starring role. If a black woman probably got a starring role, it was probably like um, something a little bit more urban. You know, we really didn't get to see women, black women, in these different spaces. Like, I feel like when I really look back on it, what's my what's my favorite genre of music, Leroy? I like hip hop. I like trap music, but I like all kind of music. I listen to blues. I can listen to country. I can listen to pop. I listen to different types of stuff. My main favorite genre, I would say, was definitely be hip hop and R&B. But that don't mean I still can't appreciate other types of music. Sometimes I get in the mode where I don't want to hear it, and I just want to hear the other things. Now, when I was growing up, I used to listen to R&B and pop more. I didn't start listening to like rap more, a lot more until like middle school. I say middle school. But what I was speaking on, I think when we look back at it, I think that's why we start to appreciate characters like Hillary Banks from The First Prince of Bel Air. Her style of dressing, classy, but it was a little, eccentric, and like I feel like when we were younger, we was more like Ashley. We liked the Ashley style better because she was more like our age, so we was like teens, preteens, kids. But when you get older, you start to appreciate Hillary Banks because you on your grown and sexy now, but you still got that edge. You got that flair to you. Like she gave a little bit of like friend, like a black friend dresser, mixed with a little Diana Ross or something. But I'm just saying, like, um, the phrase, "Oh, you acting white, you talking white," da, da, da. Like me, I can get on here and my accent is loud. You can tell I'm from the South, but I know how to speak properly. You know what I'm saying? Mine is me getting that word messed up earlier. I don't know what that was about. Misrepresentation. I don't know if I've ever just said that word out loud and why it's giving me such a hard time. But we just gonna bypass it. But I know how to speak properly. I know how to do that. I don't feel like speaking properly, it should be dubbed being called talking white. I can't stand it because it's an insult. It's like, so, you know, a black woman can't speak properly, or you know what I mean? Like, so what are you trying to say? I don't like that. No, 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 no. Are there any how many women are in the room? And can you guys hear me okay? I'm gonna check on my phone over here. It sounds like I sound pretty good. I'm trying to talk a little louder because my phone will get a little muffled, but you know, please like the live. You can share this live and all of that. Once again, my name is Pink Tink, and yeah, I do like Disney, and I'm gonna be going live daily, at different times on different days of the week. I want to just spark thought provoking conversations, things that'll make you think, things that can make you learn, things that'll make you question, things that will make you reflect, things that will make you want to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, things that make you possibly like. We're going to talk about things that'll make you probably subscribe. If you are enjoying what you're hearing so far, you may subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free 99. Um, I have some videos uploaded. I've been uploading a lot of videos, but I said I wanted to get back into doing live because I feel like that's where I get most of my feedback. and I want to be able to interact with you guys. I want to be able to talk. Hopefully, as I go on and my channel progresses, I can have more people in the room, more people who are positive, of course. But you know, it's gonna always be a troll eventually. But we're not gonna speak on that. And I just been posting more because I have been in a box, you know, and I've been slowly getting out of that box. It stems from childhood and just always second guessing myself. I'm gonna give y'all an example, and this might sound this might sound a little weird, but this is the box that we getting out of because this is how I am. So I was watching a Tinkerbell movie about a year or two ago, and I think I've seen it before, but it had been a while since I saw this movie, right, y'all? I forgot which one it was, but it was the one where Tinkerbell did not like her powers or her, you know, she wanted to be like her friends. She wanted to like change the weather. You know, they had the different weather fairies and stuff like that. And she just felt like her power, her specialty, she didn't like it because the Tink actually like fixes things and she fixes stuff, right? And she just thought it was so boring because they just be fixing on old metals and tins and pots and pans. So she was just feeling like she wanted to do something else. And so she tried all of her friends' talents and it didn't work out. And she ended up ruining um, something where they had to store it for the next season. And the only way they were able to fix it was by her utilizing her talents. So it just goes to tell you, and I had needed to see that because of the cliche of me calling myself Tink, is because I have always been like, I wish that, you know, I was probably more good with my hands in a domestic manner, can like do hair real good, like to a point where I can style it for other people or do other people's makeup or do this or do that, or just was more like, I'm an intelligent person, but I have never like when I grew up in I was in honors classes third grade. From third grade till I left school. I ended up leaving school and going to a trade school early because I had to leave. I wanted to leave home. And I said I was going to leave because I ended up kind of getting behind in math. Because me and math, I'm more of an English girl. I'm more of a talker. I got behind because, you know, trouble at home and stuff like this. So I want to go, right? So I ended up doing well at the trade school. It was very good for me. I got to get away. I graduated with like the highest score. My name was in capital letters. It was I was like the valedictorian. Like it was the thing of the things. But my point is that Tinkerbell realized that she was right to be herself all along and that she didn't need to try to be like anybody else. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't need to be like anyone else. She just needed to be herself and appreciate her quirkiness and her talents. And she felt like because she's fixing on old metals and tins, it wasn't good enough. And she wanted to have all the she wanted to be able to change the weather and things like that. But she's the person who can fix things. And I'm bringing all of this back because for me, what I was saying, I have learned that I'm a talker. I I speak. I talk. My I'm a I use my brain, and that's what I do. I'm not just your typical like seller who just can get out and just sell everything. Like you know that type of person who can sell anything. I've had businesses where I have tried to do. I'm not saying I could never, ever, ever do it. Like I'm talking about selling like physical products. I just feel like it's not for me. I have realized like I'm a speaker. I'm an advisor. People come up to me for advice my whole life. People talk to me. Sometimes I get on my nerves. I'm like, y'all only want to deal with me until y'all need a good little 1-2. But if you have people who talk to you like you're empathic, I'm like this is me. So, and I've had people tell me, I had my mom, you need to be on YouTube. I've had friends tell me, you need to do that. And I was just like, no, 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 because I'm a little scared. I don't want to, I didn't want to step out the box. I'm a black woman who didn't want to step out the box because I've always doubted myself. You know what I'm saying? The things, like, I used to write songs and sing, and I didn't get the encouragement then, but later on in life, sometimes parents, they start to kind of realize the errors of their ways and they become better parents later on, probably when you got kids. That's why some parents make better grandparents than they do parents. But it's better late than never. So I just feel like no one would listen to me. No one's gonna listen to what I have to say. And you know what? I also realize it don't matter if you have one person who can understand what I'm saying. If I have one person who can feel the message that I'm trying to bring, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I've had people. I don't have a lot of comments, but I've had over the past couple of days on my videos. I've had some heartfelt comments that I really do appreciate, and it almost made me tear up the first one I seen because that's what I want to do this channel for. That's what it's for someone to relate to, like, seriously, because I I didn't have this. Like, a lot of us didn't have this. We didn't have people to talk to growing up. We didn't have people to relate to. The kids of this day is probably the best, like, worst type of scenario when dealing with social media, because it's all about how you utilize it. But they get to see more examples of themselves than what we did growing up, and they get to have more intellectual, open dialogue instead of just getting one opinion from their parent, or seeing something one way on TV, or hearing something one way on the radio. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you don't have to just, people don't even listen to the radio like that. People listen to their own music. It's not so much of the propaganda and the programming that's going on. It is to a certain extent now, because social media can do that. But we get to choose what we tend to watch and listen to. We have a choice, more of a choice now. Back in the day, you ain't really have a choice. Whatever came on TV, that's what came on TV. Wasn't no streaming to go find a show. Wasn't no you understand what I'm saying? Wasn't no, I don't even want to watch TV. I'm finna hop on YouTube. I'm finna go on Tubi. They have options now. They probably got so many options that they confuse. That's something else I want to talk about. Maybe it's too many options. But we didn't have that. It was kind of straight and narrow. And so the fact that they didn't have that, and I have a platform where I can speak and talk about the things that I understand, is a blessing, is what I'm trying to say. So this is basically what my channel is about. It's for all people, but it's precisely more curated towards women. Women of black women probably will understand my channel more, but I welcome everybody. I really do. Men, women, Tinkerbells, Tinkermales, Peter Pan, whatever you prefer to be called. But it's okay. And I think another thing, I feel like some women, don't lose your spark. Okay, that's something that I do be talking about. Like, let me tap my screen. Is y'all woke? Because I want to see some comments. I want somebody to tap in and make a comment. Because when you get older, especially when you hit like 30, right? In our minds, what society says, what your mama said, you're supposed to have a house, you're supposed to have the career, you're supposed to be married, have your children, blah, blah, blah. That's what society says now. That don't mean that's what you have to do. Because now, a lot more women who doing other stuff, traveling, single, running stuff, and I ain't mad at it, baby. But you start to feel like, I'm behind. I'm behind. I'm behind. No, you're not behind. You actually probably just playing catch up. You probably was too busy not being able to be the girl. Not being able to enjoy being a child, having to grow up too fast, having to have too many responsibilities, having to take care of your siblings, having just so many expectations on you, especially 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? So don't lose that spark in your eye. If it was something you wanted, if you wanted a Barbie doll that you couldn't get when you was little, get it now. Get it now and collect it. And if you do it now, don't lose your inner spark. Don't lose your inner child. I'm telling you. Do you know, like, when it comes to grandparents and stuff like that, they say that grandparents live longer when they babysit and watch their grandkids. You want to know why? Because it taps them into their inner child. They tap into their inner child, their inner spark. It gives them reason. It gives them a why to stay around. Subconsciously, their body is probably healing because their body wants to be able to be healthy to stick around longer. You need to heal your inner child because it will heal you. It'll help you live and keep going. So stop just, it'll take a moment to pause out of adulthood. And you don't have to do it in a reckless way, but if you had a cartoon that you like watching and it gave you great comfort when you were growing up, ain't nothing wrong with turning it and finding and trying to watch it again. Like, don't lose your inner spark. You have to heal your inner child. Being creative and being different, getting out of that box, black women, that will help you to heal your inner child. I'm so serious. You have to do that. You have to. Because it feels good for me to put on this and do it. It feels good. It really does. Because you probably enjoyed some of your childhood, but sometimes our childhood gets robbed. And we didn't get to fully enjoy it the way that we wanted to. And then we became parents. And then we get lost into that. And now you kind of waking up like mad at the world because you feel like no one is paying attention to you. No one heard you. But I hear you. And I'm here right now and I'm telling you, tap into your inner child. Step outside of the box. Be creative. Do what you like. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody care. At the end of the day, no one cares. What's the worst that can happen? As for me, I'm doing this, and if somebody say, "Oh, she knows she wrong for that, she too old for that," oh well, okay. What you gonna do? Share the video and talk about it? Do that. Share it and show your friend. Get a good laugh. If I can make you laugh, baby, I did my job. And if you want to laugh at me, I still did my job. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. Think of me as your comedian. Think of me as your comedian, because I can be there too. I'm funny. I'm entertaining. I'm entertaining. Thank you so much, Doug. I'm very entertaining. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I feel amazing because I'm doing it. And that's why I'm telling you, black girl, black woman, men, tell your daughters, tell your woman, tell your girlfriend, tell your fiance, tell your grandmama, tell your auntie, tell your goddaughter, your god sister, your sister, whatever female in your life, tell her today that it's okay for her to step outside the box as a black woman. It's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. And it will make her day. It will make her day. You don't have to be like everybody else. You don't have to look like everybody else. You don't have to dress like everybody else. You don't have to act like everybody else. You can be different. You can be innovative. You can be the trailblazer. Come on now. Preach. You can do that. Awaken your inner child because she needs to be heard so that you can move on and prosper properly in your adulthood life. These things really matter psychologically, scientifically, historically. We really do need that. Black women can be different. Black women can be weird. Black women can be quirky. Black women can be sexy and still intelligent. Black women can be soft. Black women can be expressive. Black women can be the good type of weird. Black women can like opera. Black women can like rap music. A black woman can be a construction worker if that's what she want to do, or a fireman. We can do whatever we put our minds to. We do not have to be in a box. A black woman can want to have kids, and a black woman cannot want to have kids. A black woman can be a great stay-at-home mom. Let's talk about it. Ooh, can we talk about that? Ooh, I gotta talk about that box. Hold up. let me let me get ready. Bibbity, bobbity, boo. Black women have been ostracized from being a stay-at-home black mom, and it can come from society, her mate, her friends, her family, her peers. Do you know? Do you know? Let me turn this into a microphone because we're gonna do a news broadcast now. Do you know that it was against the law for a black woman to be a stay-at-home mom? Now I can't think of the specific time frame, but I believe it was. I know it was after slavery. It was after slavery, and it was against the law for a black woman to be a stay-at-home mom. Do you know why? Do you want to know why? Because black women were stay-at-home moms. Their husband was going to work, and the clear people of that time did not like that because the clear woman started to complain to her clear husband about how she didn't have any help with her kids anymore, and no black woman to do the breastfeeding and take care of the house and the cook and the clean. So they wrote it into law where black women could not stay at home, and they had to go back to the clear folks' house to take care of her kids while she left her kids. I don't know where they was left at home by themselves or what. It was against the law. It was against the law. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And now it's like stigmatized if a black woman stays at home. No one says anything if a clear woman stays as a stay-at-home mom. She go viral all over the internet. And I don't mean to be offensive to anybody because I love everybody, have no issues, but I'm just speaking facts. Or if a Latina woman staying home, you understand what I'm saying? But if a black woman do it, she's shunned because she supposed to just be so strong and so this and black women, what they call it? We got black fatigue. We are. I do not even like the term soft. I mean, I do like the term soft. Strong black woman. Don't call me no strong black woman. I'm dainty. Okay, I want to be dainty and soft. I don't want to have to be strong. I don't like that. Those are masculine qualities. You understand what I'm saying? So let's not let's take the black women out the box with all of that strong. Be a strong black. No, 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 no. Put me in the box. I want to go in the box with she's dainty, soft flower. Okay, feminine. Especially if she dealing with a man. Cause if she gotta be a strong black woman, then baby, what she need with okay, you catch my drift. So what I'm saying is if you wanna be a black stay at home mom that ain't do that and take care and you wanna watch your kids, feel no shame about being a black stay at home mom because other races do it and it's culturally accepted. You don't have to feel bad about that. Just make sure you got your ducks in a row. Make sure, you know, and it's not just to say because you black. This just common sense. Ain't nothing wrong with you being a stay-at-home mom, but make sure you saving up money or you working on you a side hustle, working on you a business or going back to school. That's for any woman. That's common sense. Um, if you are in the live and you're enjoying what I'm saying, if it's thought provoking, you're not gonna agree with everything I might say. Um, but it might ruffle some feathers a little bit, but that's not my intent. I'm just giving facts, actual, factual facts. Can you press the like button? It was something else that I was thinking of. It crossed my mind, but my mind be moving so fast, y'all. My mind moves very fast. I'm a Gemini. I know everybody don't believe in zodiacs. I don't believe in zodiacs either, but I can respect it to a certain extent. Do that make sense? Do that make sense? Or that sounds too out the box? But it was something that just came back again to what I wanted to speak about. So I'm gonna talk while I try to think about what was that. Let's see if my words get tied up by doing it. I wanted to speak about something pertaining to. I spoke about. We just gonna leave it alone. If it's meant to be, it will be. Let's keep going. Let's keep going and keep flowing. I hope everybody is doing good that's watching. I don't know if the people that's in, I can't see everybody that's in. It's not going to show me everything. It's not showing a lot of people in the room. But I know people have been coming in and they've been popping in. They've been flying in and flying out, you know. But I hope something, I try to talk so when you land on my live, you can hear something worth hearing. Sometimes I might be stumbling a little bit or, you know, doing something crazy. I don't know, like what I'm doing right now. But I'm hopefully you will get the message. And if you don't catch the live, you can always catch the playback. I'm always gonna try to drop some gems. I'm always gonna try to drop gems. But it's just that I have taken so long to get to this point. So I can only imagine. And I'm a pretty my mind is pretty can take a lot mentally. I have but so what I'm saying, if me considering myself to be a very, I don't want to use the word strong because I just rambled about that. But I mean mentally though, I am mentally strong. I was speaking on like being strong, like when I hear a strong black woman, I just think of a black woman just carrying all the weight of the world on her shoulders type strong, doing all the work. I ain't talking about mentally, but when I think about it, it's like I've dealt with all of that, and I consider myself to be a strong-minded individual and a logical thinker, and I just feel like if it's taking me this long to finally step outside the box, I know it's so many women that's my age or older that ain't even tapped the top of it yet. Ain't even tapped the top of the box yet. I had to crawl up out that thing like Thurman on Kill Bill. that that's how I had to come up out the box. Like I had to claw and get myself up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And it's so hard, especially also don't be a black girl that's different and you from a small town. Oh no. No, and you from the in that town, that small town is located in the south. It's gonna be hell for you. Like you gonna feel very much isolated because you know, small town syndrome is real. Small town syndrome is very real. If you don't know, it's basically just look it up because I have to talk about that. That'll be a whole nother live. But basically, I had to claw my way up out of there. So I know if it's just I'm just getting to this point, and I know that I can sometimes be a little bit more mentally advanced than my peers. I know there's people out there who probably don't even probably even never thought about what I'm saying. First of all, that's why I like to be thought provoking and just to get to that point. Some people go to their grave trying to fit in and blend in with society and blend in with this world. And it's so crazy to me because it's like, do y'all know that most people don't even know what the hell they doing or talking about? And we all really just trying to figure this thing out and we all just trying to finagle it. Look at your higher ups. Look at the people who's running the country. Look at people that's all over the world. Look at all of the foolishness that be happening. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody really know exactly what they be doing. So why should you make them your blueprint? Like, and what works for one person is not going to work for everybody. Be an individual black woman. Be an individual black girl. Because why not? Like, open up different doors. Create something new. Be innovative. Don't just follow the trend. Create it. Now, if you actually like stuff that other people like, then that's fine too. Because I do too. You understand what I'm saying? But don't just make that all of you. Everybody got that thing that makes them stand out and that makes them different. What I'm saying is, don't suppress it. Don't suppress it. Because the longer you suppress it, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to be lost. Then you're going to have to try to play catch up. And you're going to waste a lot of time. Because if you already was like, this is what I like, this is what I'm good at, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to dress, this is where I want to live, this is it. Like, it just makes it so much easier. It just makes it so much easier. And if you have people around you who can't respect who you are and what you like and your individuality, then get them away from around you. The sooner you get those type of people away from around you, the sooner as you be mindful of what you watch and what you're paying attention to, because social media can be very much a good and a bad thing depending on how you use it. Life is all about balance. Anything can be good or bad depending on how you use it. You know what I'm saying? Medicine can be good for you if you need it. But then again, it can have side effects. And if you take the wrong dosage, you can croak out. Same thing with social media. You shouldn't be on there all day. You shouldn't be following people who don't inspire you or give you good endorphins and making you laugh. Utilize things in a more proper manner so that you won't have to feel like you're in this box, black women. What do you mean, Lee Hall, that title? I mean what I said. I said that the box they put black women in is too freaking small. And I was speaking on individual styles and creativity. But now, since you're here, I'm going to speak about other aspects of how black women are put into boxes to not be seen as intelligent, to not be able to be seen as soft, to not be, black women are not allowed to be emotional. Black women are not allowed to be in pain. It's been a lot of cases with black women who could be pregnant and anything. She could go to the doctor and the doctor would not believe her because she is a black woman. Black women are past is held against them more. And what do I mean about that? I mean, like, clear women get to enjoy their lives in high school, in middle school, in college. They get to be a little bit more wild and free. They could have been on Girls Gone Wild, flashing. You understand what I'm saying? And then she married, and it's no problem. But a black woman could have kissed a guy under the bleachers in the 6th grade, and they'll crucify her for life, and she got to walk around with the scarlet letter on. Like, they put us in boxes. We're not able. It's the boxes that they put us in. It goes from fashion. It goes from the way we talk. It goes from the music we listen to. I spoke about how black women, if they only supposed to like one genre of music. We can't like pop music or this. We can't be different. We can't be intelligent. We can't speak properly without somebody say you talking white. Black women, they can't like they can't move, they can't breathe, they can't be stay at home moms without being called a gold digger or lazy, you know. She can't, it's so many things that black women get criticized for. You say black women keep moving the goalposts. Would you like to elaborate more on what you mean? What is the goalpost? Let's get into some open dialogue. I would love for you to elaborate on what you were saying on that comment. Lee. But I don't know what you're getting at. You saying black women can't keep it real. I'm a black woman and I'm being as real as it can get with themselves and demand when the door is closed. It's not about demanding when the door is closed. It's about society's stereotypical things, and it is not just from one side. Even black people put black women in boxes, and you know that. Like they're not allowed to be certain ways without being critiqued. It's been happening for way too long, and it stifles their growth and individuality. And then when y'all start getting these carbon copies and saying all of these women ain't this and all the women ain't that and all of them act just alike and all of them look the same, I wonder where that comes from. That come from them being in boxes. You ever thought of that? If black women weren't had to put into these being put into these boxes, some black women they got what black people fatigue, black women fatigue that's trending on. They tired. You know what? Since you say I am whatever you say I am. Come on, Eminem. Since y'all say this and I'm that and I can't do this and I can't do that and all I like to do is spend money and wear a bust down 40 inches and wear long lashes and long fingernails and dress provocative and I feel like they just tired. And they don't even care no more. Because what difference will it make? Do it make it right? Am I giving them an excuse to not be themselves? No. But I can understand. So if you feel like all of them, like, they can't keep it real and they keep the door closed and don't demand, they won't demand what, they shouldn't have to demand anything. They shouldn't have to demand anything. It should already naturally happen. It should already just exist. Y'all do look the same wig, same lashes. I'm not wearing lashes. If you think I'm wearing lashes, thank you because I'm really trying to grow them back. So I don't really do that. I have no problem with women who wear lashes. I used to wear them, but I'm just not interested in it. I'm a woman of a certain mind frame now, and I don't really care for that. You say the same wig? No, I don't think most people rocking a scissor wig like I got it on. They usually like to wear um, long, straight, bust down hair. And, a lot of clear women look the same too. They wear extensions, blonde hair, tans, lip fillers. You understand? My point is, if you just put them into this box, right? And here I am. Here's a perfect example expressing how black women are tired of being in the box. I feel subconsciously, whether they admit it or know it or not. And I'm speaking on how they need to come out of the box. So if you're saying that they're all the same, and I'm speaking about how they need to come out of the box, I'm trying to figure out why you disagreeing with what I'm saying, because you should be like perfect. Because if they came out of the box, then maybe, in your opinion, there wouldn't be so many who looked the same and was wearing the same and had the same attitude, because they'll be able to feel comfortable with tapping into their individuality. Because you said they had the same attitude as well. But y'all like strong black women, right? That's what y'all say. You want a strong black women. Then, oh no, that's too strong. See, I don't even like that term. But when a woman acts a black woman is soft and dainty, and she wants to be feminine, and she wants to, feel like a princess, then you say she trying to be spoiled, or you don't like her being soft. That comment is just ignorant, and then I'm finna get ready to kick you up out of here. But I do thank you for for the feedback and pushing me through the algorithm. Cause a lot of black women I know have long hair. Um, I know I have hair. I've been on live wearing my real hair, and in real life I wear my real hair. It's a preference. It's a way to, because of our individuality that I was speaking on, it allows us to have versatility instead of damaging our hair to change the color, to curl it and manipulate it. It's called a protective style, and it's a preference. No, you can be bi because you can look on my last live, bro. I'm wearing my real hair with no makeup on. What I got to lie for? It's live. I don't have to lie to you. You don't scare me. I don't know you to lie to you. You're not important. You over here worrying about me. I don't care what your hair look like. I don't care what you look like. But you worried about me. So who really lying? White women can wear extensions. White women can wear. No one says anything because they put black women in a box. Here we go again. You're proving my point. You putting black women in a box saying they don't have hair and they don't. I know plenty of black women with long hair. I know a lot of natural black women with long hair and they still don't wear it. I live in the South, baby. The humidity be, and we don't have time for that. We like to get up and go. So I can make this live so you can watch it and get mad. My goal was to be on live for an hour, and I think that we just about got the gist of it. I'm gonna leave you with some. I'm gonna get on my Jerry Springer, leave you with my final thoughts because we're not gonna leave anything on a negative note. So, basically, I just want to say that if you are a black woman, it is okay to step outside of the box. It's okay to like certain things that may be considered stereotypical because that's just genuinely what you like. But it is also okay to like the things that people might not find to be quite black girl aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You could be you're a leader. We're leaders. We're not followers. And this is not just about fashion. This is not just about music, but it can be about fashion, music, careers, whatever it is that you want to put your mind to and you want to do. And it's what drives you. It's coming from your heart space. It is what God put upon you to want to be interested in and want to do. Then absolutely do that. Do not let society, do not let your parents or anybody stifle you. Now, if you are underage, you do need to be respectful still because you do have to follow, certain your parents' rules because that's just how life goes. But don't forget about your spark. Don't forget about it as you age. Don't let it make you bitter. You can say, well, maybe I can't do all of what I want to do right now, but I will. As you get older, don't think it's too late because it's not. It only gets greater later. Forget a hater. Okay? I hope you guys enjoy my live. I plan to come on a lot and give more thought provoking content. I'll speak about, just society questions. Might do some celebrity, world news, trending topics, something I might just come up with. This is like all talk, so it's not really just a specific category, but I do want to kind of. I'm saying I will talk about miscellaneous topics, but the main thing that I kind of want to tap in with is like black women. Black women. Yeah. Yeah. This channel is for everybody, but it's more curated for black girls, black women, because we need a space. Everybody else has their spaces. We need a community. Trust me, I know. So that is more so what is this channel is geared to. Um, just as I predicted earlier, come on, Negro Diamonds and me. I knew that a troll would come. They will come, and we put up we check and correct them, and so I will be back tomorrow. I'm trying to see what time. I don't know if I'm gonna be on at this time. I came in today at 4. I forgot what time I'll be on tomorrow. But I will be live. I'm gonna start to come on live daily. I have some videos uploaded. Please like my channel. Please subscribe. I say like my channel. Please like this live. Y'all can catch up on my other videos and see what I be talking about. Subscribe and all of that good stuff. Okay, sparkle, sparkle. I'll see y'all tomorrow.